Hey traders, so welcome back to Trade Like a Pro Forex channel, and for today I'll be going through with you some of the trade ideas that we have. And understand that we do not usually trade on Mondays because people are panicky, people are excited to trade on the Monday markets, so there's lots of unaccountable movements and trade ideas that they may have, and that is why we are always allowing the early part of the Mondays to go through. So this first pair that we'll be talking about would be ACAT, and you can currently see that we are in a downtrend. Prices broke this level as well as this level, so this is an immediate downtrend, and we are looking to buy at this area over here. So can you see that we are still in an uptrend and currently downtrend? So what can we expect? We can expect prices to make its way back into these levels over here and here. And if you're asking me why these two levels, is because on the higher time frame, these are the areas that are left unmitigated. So this is actually your resistance zone or your supply zone, and we're looking for a tap into these areas. So as prices moves into these areas, we want to drop down to the hourly time frame and look for circles over here. Okay, so as prices moves back in, you want to see the creation of liquidity over here, taps into this zone and gives us a breakdown, and these breakdowns have to be strong, and we have to see a clear shift in momentum clearing these levels over here. And when it makes its way back to mitigate some of these areas left behind by this huge move, we can take a sell opportunity over here and potentially move towards this zone. And when you look at the daily time frame, you can see this zone over here is mitigated. So what do I mean by that? If you go down to the 4-hourly time frame, you're trying to look for refined areas that may serve as a demand zone. So can you see this last down move over here that is left unmitigated over here? And we do have some sort of imbalance inside here, where prices are more often than not coming back to retest this area. So this is definitely our buy area, and solely our buy area, at least for now. And with that, when prices comes back down to this area, we want to look for the same pattern. So drop down to the hourly time frame, look for the creation of liquidity, maybe some sort of flag pattern or channels form to create orders in and out of these areas, potentially clearing this last push down before a breakout, clearing these highs, shift in momentum, shift in structure, and we have a break of structure, followed by a pullback onto potential unmitigated areas over here to catch a buy inside of this area. So you can even refine it further, because this is on the hourly time frame, right? So if this is an unmitigated area, you can drop down to the lower time frame inside of here. And what you are likely to see would be another support zone with prices coming back. So let's say you go down to the 5 minutes time frame now, right? And on the 5 minutes time frame, you're looking for the same exact setup with the creation of liquidity coming back into this area, clears this last zone, makes a breaks out, shift in structure, pulls back into this area. And of course, you can again go down to the 1 minute time frame to catch a move down here, but I'm pretty sure that 5 minutes would be right enough for us, and you can buy here with stop loss just below these areas. And this is how you can catch a high risk to reward move towards potentially previous highs. Next, we have Bitcoin, and I don't usually do technical analysis on Bitcoin, but when I opened the chart, I actually saw a decent opportunity, so might as well share with you guys, right? So we have a clear breakdown of structure over here with a strong sell move, as you can see. So this move up, right, just cleared this area of highs. And where is it moving towards? It's moving towards this unmitigated area over here. And if you were to see what is prices doing now, right, is that we have a clear of highs and a breakdown of lows. So in this very so-called messy chart or sideways movement, this is actually a creation of liquidity. So there are a lot of participation from both buyers and sellers, where we can actually make use of the orders to take them out after that. So if you drop down to the 1 hour time frame, we want to see a pullback onto previous areas. So you can see this is an unmitigated area where people can actually look to buy from here. So with the same similar setup, prices comes back, drop down to the lower time frame to catch this sort of a move. And where is our take profit target? Definitely new highs, because prices haven't tapped into this zone yet. And we can aim towards this level. And as prices move towards this level, we can actually catch a short. So how? So as prices move towards this supply zone, we are likely to see the last creation of liquidity before it breaks out, taps into these areas, clear all of this liquidity lying above these levels, including this flag pattern or wedge pattern, and we see a strong breakdown, break of structure, and a shift in momentum. And after that, look for a slow climb towards previous unmitigated areas on the hourly time frame before catching a sell inside here. So it's up to you to define this zone, as you can drop down to the lower time frame to do the exact same thing as we have mentioned earlier on ACAT and catch a sell towards potentially the next unmitigated area, which is this zone over here. Next, we have CAT CHF. We can clearly see that prices makes a breakdown out of this higher low structure, right? And now creating a potential lower high. So where is this lower high coming from? You can clearly see that on the daily time frame, we have an unmitigated order block over here. And this move into it just mitigated it, right? And we are always looking in terms of buyers and sellers standpoint. So if you're a buyer over here, where do you want to buy from? There are two zones that I want to buy from if I'm a buyer, which is this zone all the way here, where this low serves as the grab of liquidity. And the next zone I'm looking to buy would be this over here, because this isn't mitigated yet. So this means that we have room for sells. As long as prices doesn't reach this zone, we are looking for sell opportunities. So drop down to the 4-hour time frame. You can even refine these areas. So can you see on our daily supply zone, we have an even refined zone over here. So this is your 4-hour buy to sell candle, which tap in perfectly as well. And this tap in actually broke structure. So can you see this low that created the high? This is the low that created the high, correct? So clearly you have this move that created the high and it broke structure. So we can mark this zone as well using our red rectangle. And what are we trying to do? We are trying to look for a pullback onto previous zone, right? So you drop down to the lower time frame. So let's say the 30 minutes time frame, and you can see that we have this order block here, the last buy move to the sell move that hasn't got mitigated yet. So typically we will look for something like this. But can you see that after it breaks down over here, it taps in. So this order block is actually mitigated. And that is why you can look for this zone over here. And this is our last buy before the sell move. And prices just taps into this zone over here. So actually, you can actually take a sell over here, stop loss above this level, and aim for at least a 1:1 before letting your positions run towards potentially all the way down towards this level. For 1:3.73 trade. And let's say you are to move to the lower time frame on the, let's say 1 minute time frame, okay? And if you are thinking of not selling, let's say you're not selling over here, you can wait for a pullback towards this zone over here to catch a sell with stop loss just above this zone to catch a move all the way down towards our target. So the next pair that we'll be talking about would be the CHF JPY. So prices are in a very bullish state right now, and where are we looking to move towards? So if you look to the left, you can see that prices are clearly approaching this unmitigated area over here. So if you were to move you have to pull this to the right, you can see that we are not very far off this zone. So if you to measure, we have about a 35 pip move towards this level, which means that on the lower time frame we have space or enough room to catch a long. So if you were to identify these as a demand area, we can drop down to the lower time frame to catch a move. So with this impulse move, prices broke out of this structure and we are looking towards a pullback to catch a buy, right? And if prices comes back down with the creation of liquidity in and out of these areas, make a tap into this zone, we can actually look for a buy. And this doesn't always happen because prices does not necessarily turn from here, right? Inside this zone, we can actually look for even another breakdown that clears the last move before a breakout, clearing structure, shift in momentum, pulling back into unmitigated areas before we take a buy. And our target would definitely be towards this level over here. So this would be a 1:2 trade at the very least. The next pair that we'll be talking about will be the Euro Pound. So you can see that this is an unmitigated area that broke out of structure on a weekly time frame and now tap into this zone. And you can see as prices taps into this zone, we have an immediate rejection shown on the daily or clearance on the daily. With this strong reaction, you can see that prices broke out of this structure and is creating some sort of a liquidity or triangle pattern for prices to break down, potentially towards this last unmitigated area on the daily time frame. So with this, we'll be looking for an entry on the lower time frame. So let's say you were to drop down to the 1 hour time frame. We want to see, as prices breaks down of this triangle, we are likely to see a down move, something like this, towards our zone over here. And the creation of liquidity potentially breaking out first, testing these areas, coming back down, clearing these lows, gives us a strong move up, breaking structures, and a slow climb back into these unmitigated areas where we can take a long position from here towards previous high. So then again, you can actually refine these areas into lower time frames like 5 minutes to catch a better entry and a better risk to reward. So the problem with refining these areas inside a refined zone is that you may not get the lower time frame confirmation that you wanted. So prices may actually just move off from here without giving you a schematic on the lower time frame. Next, we have the Euro Yen, and we can clearly see that prices are approaching these areas of high over here, potentially reaching towards this weekly order block that hasn't been mitigated just yet. So if you were to mark out this whole zone, we are looking for selling opportunities over here. And along the way up, we are looking for buys for sure. So if you were to drop down to the 4 hour time frame, you can see prices just broke out of these highs. And we are looking for a pullback onto an unmitigated area, which is this zone over here. So you drop down to the lower time frame. What you want to see would be a breakdown of these lows and these lows, grabbing the liquidity over here, giving us a schematic or an accumulation or distribution, tapping into this zone, and potentially look for a shift in momentum. So a breakout of these levels, pull back into these areas of unmitigated zones to catch a long towards our weekly target of this level. So of course we are going to take partials along the way. So if you look at the weekly time frame again, we are going to take partials when prices reaches these key zones over here. And this is how we look for an entry and look to take profits of these areas. So when prices approaches this area, we are going to look for sell entry on the 4 hour time frame. So inside this zone, we are going to see the same exact thing, and the only difference is that it will take a long while for the schematic to appear. So imagine if prices on the 4-hour time frame gives us this sort of a move, it's going to take potentially a few weeks or even a month for this to actually move out before we can take a sell. So over here we have the Euro New Zealand, and this is actually a trade breakdown. You can see that with this down move, right, it may look seemingly bearish, but we are actually on a demand zone over here. So you can see prices makes a higher high, lower high, higher high, and now this would be our lower high, correct? And you can see prices may have shifted already. So if you will look to the specifics of this trade, right, or this demand zone, we have an order block here that is left unmitigated, correct? And when you look right, it taps perfectly into this zone. So if you drop down to the lower time frame, you can see that we are not able to buy over here for sure because prices are so bearish. So this whole leg over here has little to no pullbacks for us to catch a move, correct? And some people might actually use this as a break of structure. But for me, I would love to see a huge move, a huge momentum shift, which only happens after this breakout over here. So can you see that we have a strong move breaking out of this level, and it actually left an unmitigated area. And can you figure out where is it? So we have this zone over here that is left unmitigated. So anywhere along this, right, if you were to look into it, there isn't any unmitigated areas. Maybe on the lower time frame, but we are not going to look at the 1 minute time frame to look for all sorts of order blocks, right? So 30 minutes time frame, you can see that prices clearly got rejected over here. So typically you could have traded this as a 30 minutes time frame trade. So as prices breaks out of this level, creating an order block, we are looking for a pullback with the creation of liquidity, tap into this zone before moving off, correct? But as a confirmation trader, you're looking for the right schematics to appear here. So remember what I said about prices moving up, coming back into this zone, and you can dive deeper into this level to look for a schematic on the lower time frame before you can catch a confirmation move. So this is what I'm talking about. So if you were to drop down to the lower time frame, so let me just use the replay button. You go down to the lower time frame, and remember that this was our 30 minutes order block, correct? And you can see prices first taps into this level over here. And this was a liquidation area. And as prices breaks this level, this is the breakout, correct? And you're looking for an order block on the lower time frame. And you can see there is no order blocks that are left unmitigated from this upswing, correct? Until this last area over here. So can you see this last down candle before the up move is unmitigated? We almost got mitigated over here, but you can see that this is an imbalance created. So if you were to mark out this imbalance, is from this wick to potentially this wick. So move to the right and you can see what happens. Prices taps into this zone perfectly. So now you can even refine your stop loss because this is the last down move, correct? So if you are a conservative trader, you can wait, you can put your stop loss here, but typically it's below this move over here. And you can aim for highs around here. You can look for the liquidation of these levels and potentially higher. So if you look down on the daily time frame, let me just remove all of this. And okay, let me keep the order block on the daily. And you can see that we have an order block again after breaking out this structure. So when prices breaks out this level, you identify a daily order block over here. And you see how prices taps into this. So again, prices seems to be really bearish over here. So this is your bearish flag pattern where most of the people would have broken down at this level, wait for retest before touching this support or demand area again, correct? And prices may actually do that because you can see as prices break out of this structure, we created an order block over here where prices are currently testing. So we may actually see something like this before a breakdown towards this level. And So the idea over here is that on this daily order block, if we look on the lower time frame, you can see that we have a clear creation of liquidity when approaching this zone. So when prices taps into this zone, there is no creation of liquidity nor a break of structure, correct? So this is the first time it taps into this zone. And the moment it does this, we are actually able to look for long positions already, only if prices breaks this level, correct? Which didn't happen because this is the only bullish move that created after this tap into the zone, correct? So we are looking for deeper movements, which it clearly did. And the break of structure happens over here. So this is the shift. You can see a strong bullish move leaving behind an order block, which we missed last week. So this is the last down move before the up move, where prices clearly failed on us. We didn't manage to catch this. And can you see that as prices creates a new high, leaving behind an order block again, this is the last down move before the up move, which tapped into this zone. So then again, on the 30-minute time frame, we are actually looking for ways to participate in this market, correct? So you can typically put a buy onto that order block with stop loss below this zone, or you can look into the specifics of this. So you drop down to the minute time frame. And you can see over here, we have a strong move towards this level. And we are not going to look for buy until it breaks out of structure, correct? So can you see over here, it broke out of structure, right? And from then, we are looking for an order block where it gave us an entry over here. So can you see this is an order block? Oops. And this is also an order block over here. So there are many ways to do this. And it doesn't matter because your stop loss will be below this spring, right? Or basically this last down move. So if you were to buy here, you have a stop loss below this level and you can aim for previous liquidation areas, or you can actually wait for prices to tap into this zone before buying. So you have an entry over here, stop loss over here, which have netted you pretty great risk to reward, right? But the problem most of the time is that with these zones over all the way below, you may not even get an entry over here because prices may just move into this zone and just leave you completely. So you have to juggle between getting into the trade versus getting a better risk to reward. So just now we mentioned something about the daily time frame, right, where we have an order block formed after a break of structure, which is this level. So understand that this order block on the daily traded into this daily block on the support level. So if you drop down to the hourly time frame or the 30-minute time frame, right, we are looking for selling opportunities inside this zone, correct? So prices may come back deeper into these levels before moving down to mitigate the last positions over here before moving up, breaking out of structure. So there are a lot of specifics inside here where I'll be talking about them in future videos, so just wait for it. So next up we have the euro dollar, and you can see that prices broke out of this structure, creating this order block over here. So this is our sell opportunity right now, and we are looking to buy towards at this level. So we are actually looking to sell here and buy here, correct? So with a sell setup currently appearing, we will drop down to the lower time frame and understand what is going on. So can you see that prices are actually creating these highs, which got liquidated by this last candle over here before breaking down. So this was the break of structure over here. So we will mark this red zone over here. So as prices wicked out this area, we are looking for selling opportunities. But the only problem now is that you have to understand that this is an order block that broke out of structure as well. And this hasn't been mitigated yet. So our room of after it broke structure is only this. From here towards here, this is our room for sales at the very least, or on the short-term basis. So what prices may actually do, right, is that it comes back down into this level, give us a long setup to eventually push prices higher, because you can see that our daily zone is actually quite huge. And we can see a similar setup inside here. So what I'm trying to say is that prices may do the same thing, breaks down, pull back into this level. Then we can take a sell all the way down towards this area over here that we identified, or maybe towards this level first. So you have to look in terms of the buy and sell perspective, and we are definitely able to sell, but we have to see what happens over here. So next up, we have the NZD CHF, and on the weekly time frame, we broke structure. And now, dropping down to the daily time frame, you can see that we have an order block over here that got mitigated. So this tap creates a huge bullish move, right? And now I'm dropping down to the lower time frame. Moving on to the 30 minutes time frame, we can see that we have an order block over here that was left unmitigated. So we want to validate this order block when it comes back, because with such a huge liquidation area, right, we want to wait for confirmation. And when prices comes back down to grab all of these orders, right, we have to make sure that we have a schematic over here before we take a long position. So when prices comes towards this level, drop down to the lower time frame to catch a lower time frame move. So let me draw it. So when prices comes back down, grab all of these levels, creates some sort of creation of liquidity or accumulation distribution, breaks out, clear this level, moves back into one of these unmitigated areas to catch a long towards previous highs over here. All of these highs we can aim for. We can aim for this, we can aim for this, we can aim for this. So we won't be targeting new highs because there are lots of order blocks that are left unmitigated from this move down. So you can see over here we have one more. And this may just be a markup for prices to liquidate all of these positions, including these trend lines and these highs, into this area over here to give us a move down into this zone again. So lastly, we do have a gold trade over here. You can see that on the daily time frame, we have this order block left unmitigated after breaking down these moves and these structures, and now made its way back towards this supply area. So if you drop down to the lower time frame, prices taps into it but didn't give us any shift or confirmation or any creation of liquidity. And right now we can see that there are orders lying in and out of these areas, and also these levels over here. So what we want prices to do, or expect prices to do, before we can catch a sell position will be to wait for the liquidation of these areas, grabbing this, and show us a shift in momentum, a breakdown, and a slow climb back towards this unmitigated area to catch a sell towards this level. And why this level? Because if we drop down to the daily time frame again, we have this last sell to buy areas. So this is our demand zone, and on a similar fashion, we are bullish buyers. Therefore, as prices taps into this zone, look for the creation of liquidity and potentially a move like this to potentially these areas. So it depends on what happens during this breakdown when you catch the short. If this move is strong, it will definitely create imbalances where prices wants to come back to mitigate, and potential order blocks over here to catch another sell move towards this level to move up and eventually break out this daily trend line over here. So our target for long positions would definitely be at this area, which is the 1934, and our short-term sell positions will definitely aim for this level at 1800. So before I end this off, we actually talked about this previously on our third trading setup, and you can see that we have a clear break of structure leaving behind an order block over here. Prices taps into it, drop down to the lower time frame, you can see that we have a clear shift in momentum and break of structure after prices cleared this level over here. So when prices breaks down, what did it leave behind? It leave behind order block, and you can see that this is the defined area or the refined area, and this is actually an order block as well, because you can see this is the whole up move before the down move, correct? And in this case, you have entered over here. But for those traders that are looking for a refined entry for the perfect risk to reward, you typically would have placed a sell limit here with a stop loss above the highs and aim for a move all the way down here to catch a 1:5.8 trade. And you may not be able to participate in this market because of your refined area. So this serves as a new entry as well, because this is the whole buy to sell, right? And in this case, you have gotten into this trade and potentially make a run down towards this level, and of course taking partials along the way over here, or maybe after clearing these lows to catch a 1:1 to secure some profits at the very least. So if you like our methodology, you can come down to our YouTube channel. You can join our free channel over here, or actually give me a direct message on Telegram, and I will be able to give you a free trial.